Hi, I'm Holger. I'm going to now show you how to use natural materials for splinting, such as things that you would find in the woods when you're out there hiking and you are not carrying a splint with you.
Ouch! My arm is broken! Please, somebody help me!
Oh my goodness. Let's see what happened here. Oh, can you hold that there carefully so it doesn't hurt? Okay, so I'm going to go around to the woods and I'm going to find something that is about the right size. We don't want anything too big because it's sticking out and it's just going to get caught on things. If it's too short, then it won't help much either. So it's got to be of the right length, so about something like this. Very dry old rotten wood isn't going to work very well either. So it's perfectly okay to cut a sapling of the right size because this is an emergency. Now this is not padded, this is just wood and it's got little nubs on it that could hurt the patient. So it's very important that in natural splint you find something that you can wrap around it. And I will just use one of my trusty triangular bandages to do that. So I'm going to lay that right along the splint and wrap it around it a little bit so that it's a little bit easier to use and easier on the patient, and it's not going to cause any chafing or additional injuries. Now the problem with natural splints is that they tend to be very slippery, so it's very tough to hold them in place. So what I recommend is that you take your triangular bandage, you form it into a thin cravat, and then before you apply it to the patient, actually tie your cravat to the splint with a firm knot, making sure the splint stays inside the padding. Number one. And then measure where you need to put the second one. I'm going to slide this one down a little bit. There we go. Put the second one there. Put my padding on there. Find the second splint, second cravat, tie it to the splint, and then with the knots going down, we then put the arm on top of that splint. Now the natural position for a hand is not going to be flat. It's very uncomfortable to keep your hand flat. So while I have the patient hold this for just a moment, I'm going to get another triangular bandage, fold it up, and actually wrap it up and let the patient take that inside their hand so that they can curl their hand around it and make it more comfortable. Padding. Leaving the knot at the bottom, I then, just like on the other one, come around backwards and forwards until I'm at a point where I only have enough left to tie it off. How tight should this be? Again, the important terminology is snug, but not too tight, because we don't want to cut off circulation. See if we have a little more luck with the back one here. Tie that again around the arm until we get to a point where we can tie it off. You can put this in front of you now, it'll be more comfortable. There you go. And at the very end here, make sure, can you still feel this?
Yes.
Can you still move your fingers?
Yes.
And then we would place this entire package again into a sling and a binder. And that's how we would use natural materials for a splint when we're in the woods or someplace where we can get to splinting materials. Thank you.